OPC stands for Open Platform Communications, which refers to software standards that enable connection and data transfer between machines, systems, and SCADA supervisory control and data acquisition systems. With the OPC UA support within View plus SCADA, you can perform data transfer between SCADA systems and devices on different platforms. To install OPC, navigate to the Tools tab and select OPC Server Service. After clicking on Install, pressing any key on the keyboard in the window that appears will install the OPC Server Service. To check if the OPC service is installed and running, you can go to the Task Manager. If the OPC service is installed, you should see V plus SCADA OPC service under the Services option. To start the OPC service, right-click on it and select Start, after which you will see the status change to Running, indicating that you can now use the View plus SCADA OPC service. To uninstall OPC, you can select the Remote option instead of Install under the Tools, OPC Server Service menu. Let's examine OPC UA communication with an example. First, let's create a macro channel in SCADA to see a value. Under this channel, create a tag. After completing the operations on tags and components, a security certificate is created in Ubuntu. During the security certificate installation, you need to execute multiple commands sequentially. You can find the list of commands in the description of the video. By combining these commands into a script file, you can complete the process with a single execution command. The DNS name written here should be the name of the computer where the View plus SCADA server is running. You can find the name of the computer under Control Panel, System Parameters. The IP address written here will be the IP address of the computer with which you will communicate via OPC, located on the same local network. Now let's run the script file in the terminal. After running the script file, 3 new folders are created on the screen. Let's copy the CA and server folders to our computer. Inside the server folder, we'll create a folder named certs in the SCADA project and paste the 3 files here. We'll copy the 2 files inside the CA folder to the certificates folder of the other OPC client software we will communicate with. In this example, since I will communicate via the UExpert simulator, I will paste its security certificate files into its certificates folder. We paste the cacrt.dir file into the certs folder inside the trusted folder. Similarly, we paste the cadir.crl file into the CRL folder inside the trusted folder. After creating the security certificate, let's run our SCADA and start our server. Let's check from the Task Manager whether the View plus SCADA OPC service is running. The status option here should be running for us to communicate. Now, let's enter the necessary parameter information to connect to the View plus SCADA service within the UExpert program. To add a server, click on the plus sign on the toolbar. View plus SCADA OPC works on port 43344. Similarly, since our SCADA server is running locally, we can enter the localhost address. After receiving the server connection information, select the security option at the bottom. The username and password parameters we enter here are used to create the user properties of View plus SCADA. The password under database is the hashed code of the user belonging to the database. Let's go to the database and find the hashed code of the user with the username admin under the user's table of the relevant database. After entering the username and password, we are now connected to our server via UExpert using the View plus SCADA OP service. Let's try to see the values on the tag we created in SCADA through OPC UA. This way, we can see the values we send via OPC UA in different programs.